an IndiGo aircraft that was flying from Sharjah to Hyderabad has made a precautionary landing in Karachi. Now, this is the second Indian airline in 2 weeks to make a precautionary landing in Pakistan. Let's go across to Vishnu Shom now for all the details. And Vishnu, tell us what happened. The pilot observed a technical defect.
That's right. No, Gargi, I'm unaware of what the technical technical defect was, but I'll just read out the two-sentence IndiGo sort of release on this. They say that IndiGo flight 6C1406 operating from Sharjah to Hyderabad was diverted to Karachi. The pilot has observed a technical defect. Necessary procedures were followed, and as a precaution, the aircraft was diverted to Karachi. An additional flight is being sent to Karachi to fly the passengers to Hyderabad. So important to stress, and you just did that this wasn't an emergency landing, it was a precautionary landing. Because of a possible technical defect which was detected in the cockpit of the aircraft. What that is, we don't know. But I think the important point is that getting passengers out of Pakistan is proven to be a time-consuming affair. Just within the last 2 weeks, there was a SpiceJet aircraft as well, which on a flight from Delhi to Dubai diverted to Karachi for precautionary reasons. It was a technical defect which was detected. Ultimately, it was seen that the aircraft was okay, but getting the passengers out of Karachi was difficult. It required the involvement of the Indian embassy in Pakistan, the airline at very high levels, and it took several hours before these passengers could eventually go to Dubai on that case. In this case, the passengers were on their way to Hyderabad from Sharjah, and in as much as IndiGo says that an additional flight is being sent to Karachi to fly the passengers to Hyderabad, we can only hope that this takes place on a timely basis.
That's right, Vishnu. And as you said, this is the second flight. First, it was a SpiceJet flight, and now an IndiGo flight having to make a precautionary landing in Pakistan. How concerning is this?
Well, I don't think one should link up one episode or one incident with the other. The fact of the matter is that, we've got a booming aviation sector in this country. There are thousands of flights which are embarked every single day. And these technical issues do happen. The regulator is in charge of overseeing safety or ensuring that safety standards are maintained in all airlines. But pilots have a very strict checklist as well. And there are certain actions which are mandated by the manufacturer of the aircraft. In this case, it's an Air India aircraft. In this case, I beg your pardon, it's an Airbus aircraft. If there are certain defects and you are advised to land, you just land. And it's as simple as that. So I don't think there is anything systemically wrong in Indian aviation as far as safety is concerned, and where there have been concerns, the DGCA, which is the aviation regulator, has sounded caution loud and wide, and is obviously keeping track of all of these developments. But important also not to assure passengers in this country that this was a precautionary landing, not an emergency one. It's a technical issue which could develop on any aircraft. Obviously, no one wants this to happen, but I think right now the important thing is that everybody is safe. And hopefully they'll get out of Pakistan sooner than later, because this is, as I mentioned, a time-consuming affair.